Hi Taurus, what's up? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. Welcome back to all the subscribers, and thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate you. And welcome to the newbies. I am stoked to have you all here on my channel. So, as with all these general messages on YouTube, they are general. That means not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Tauruses out there. So please do only take away messages for your best and highest good. You will know intuitively what those are. Feel free to check that Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign if you would like additional messages or more clarity on what I present to you here today. If you don't know how to do that, there will be a link in the description box below. It'll show you how to generate your birth chart and all that fun information. In that description box below will be everything else you need to know about this reading, including the decks I'm using, as well as the social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, so go ahead and check that out if you are interested. And lastly, I apologize for my delay. These are your July into August. I'm calling them monthly readings. I'm about 2 weeks tardy because I was on vacation with my family. I was up at, ooh, you got good cards here, nice. I was up at a lake house, chilling, relaxing, and just enjoying the summer with my family, which I'm sure you all can understand is much needed break. So, I'm back and I'm so excited to do these readings for you, so we're gonna hop in and see what we can get for Taurus. So thanks for your patience is what I was saying there with that. All right, last cards, anything Taurus needs, messages for their best and highest good, July into August. All right, Taurus, so your first card that came up is Vision, Aphrodite. Beautiful card. This is about listening to your intuition, right? With that giant moon behind you. And potentially going into a really meditative state. The World card came out instantly. This is such a cool depiction of the world. I always think of this as like a genie in a bottle. It's something, it's like the world is granting your wishes. But it's also representing you, though, meditating on, I think, what you want in your life, ultimately, be in love or relationships, career. So you have the Chariot. Wow, this is called the Flying Machine in this deck, the Victorian Steampunk deck. How cool is that card, right? So balancing your dark and light energies, right, in order to move that chariot forward. It's an interesting depiction here. It's the flying machine, right? But essentially, your dark and light energies as a human being, which we all have, it needs to work in unison and balance each other in order for there to be progression and forward movement, in order for there to be victory, right? And it has to do with moving towards the things that you want. And so I'm almost seeing it as, some of you have literally had a vision. You may have had a dream, or again, like a vision just in clear daylight of something that you're supposed to do, something that you're driven to do, or something you've always thought about, and maybe it hasn't been in your headspace until recently something clicked, and it's like all that you can think about. It's all that's like consuming your head. And so yeah, some of you I think are already in this state of really trying to understand why this, it could be a person is popping into your head all of a sudden. You may not have thought of them in years, or this project, or this family member, or just this passion project, or it could be something as random as like something you used to enjoy, like hiking. Maybe you haven't done it in years and all of a sudden it's all you can think of. It's something like that. And yeah, there's like deep contemplation about it, or at least this fascination or curiosity of like, where the hell did that come from? Like, why am I thinking of that? Or you may be getting messages and like seeing the same numbers or the same name, or it's something that it's like triple or quadruple confirmation of something that you've already been thinking about. And I don't want to say it's weirding you out, but it's so repetitive it can't be ignored, is what I'm getting here. Perfection. Okay, so for some of you, this is a mother that you've lost contact with, that you may not have had a great relationship with. It could have been a Cancer. But this is also confirming that you may be seeing things in threes, or hearing the same name or something 3 times. It's too perfect to ignore. That's what I just heard with this. This could also be representing a friend you lost contact with, a sister. It's very feminine energy, though it doesn't have to be. It could be, a masculine energy, a father, a brother, whatever. And some of you feel like they are trying to communicate with you spiritually, especially if they're long distance. They may be showing up in dreams, and so some of you are wondering, are they dreaming about me? Are they trying to send me messages? Very interesting, Taurus. I'm into this. It's very unusual, but yeah, lots of Cancerian energy. You have 3 cards that kind of lend itself to that. Sorry about that. The world is Capricorn energy, so you might be dealing with a Capricorn or a Pisces with that big old moon, possible. So the next card we have is Individuality. Scorpio just had this card as well. And so something unique about these messages or the signs that maybe some of you are seeing or will see. Again, I was saying, like, it's too perfect to be coincidence. Yeah, there's something about it that is oddly specific to your story or to your history, your ancestors, or some sort of like little catchphrase or code or symbol that maybe you and like your grandmother have this connection with. It's something like that. It may involve the color red. It may have to do with birds or with, I don't know, grapes, with wine, something like that. Maybe having too many visions after so many glasses of wine. No, I'm just kidding. All right, wow. So then you have the Tower. So this said to me instantly, it cannot be ignored. It will not be ignored. And you don't need to be worried about that. It's that these things that you've been seeing, again, numbers on a clock, whatever, even lyrics in some songs, like you hear on the radio and you pick up on it and you're like, oh my gosh, I just heard that the other day. It's for a reason, and it's leading up to major upheaval and change in your life. For most of you, I think it's good change. The Tower can be a tricky energy because, it's like the structure is brought down so that it can be rebuilt. But I don't always think that the Tower is something we need to fear. It's just change that universe, the world, right, is bringing into our life. So it could be a reconnection with someone from the past. But if that were the case, especially if it was a romantic relationship, doesn't have to be though. It could be like, again, with a mother or like an estranged parent. It's going to require a total rebuilding. This is almost saying to me, like, release the past of maybe anger or resentment or sadness, because you need to start anew with this person, or this project, this idea. Yeah, it's bringing down everything you are familiar with or everything you've currently known about this situation so that you can start anew, so that you can rebuild. Scorpionic energy with that. And I just said Scorpio there too, so some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio, or a Libra is possible. Could be a Libra, Scorpio, cusper. Yeah, 5 of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It is an Aquarius card. Again, this has to do with something in the past that has not been reconciled or dealt with properly. The 5 of Swords, it's like she's walking away smirking, thinking this was all in good fun, this was a jest, but these people are actually really hurt, right, in the background. So there's the idea that what you're walking away from, it could come back to bite you in the butt if you don't deal with it properly. And I'm not necessarily saying that this is you, Taurus. I actually feel like this might be representing you, and so this Tower moment is going to require a lot of your power and strength. Because again, if this is a parent or an ex who kind of did you dirty, who did you wrong, who said some shitty things and left you kind of feeling sad or depressed or questioning your self-worth or self-value, if you are seeking it, there may be a reason why this person is coming up again in your life, why you're feeling these signs or these symbols, or maybe when you're meditating, this person pops into your mind randomly. It's not for nothing. There's some sort of reason behind it. Prayer. This person, I think, is hoping for a reconciliation with you, or and I say reconciliation, if it's an ex, I don't necessarily mean let's get back together and be a couple again. It's not necessarily that. It feels like they are seeking your forgiveness because they know they did something that wasn't they weren't vibing high, right? They were probably going through kind of a weird time in their life, and you were sort of the unfortunate victim of their words, of their actions. I'm so sorry. Please stop. How do I get rid of that? Okay. So anyway, I think this prayer represents, if you're dealing with a person, somebody on the other side of that, hoping to like break bread with you, like go out and like, I don't know, grab a coffee, drink a lemonade, and like happy, light energy. It's summer, right? And metaphorically, like the seasons changing, what was kind of like a harsh, cold winter. We're coming into spring and then summer. It's like things have changed, a rebuilding, a renewal. This person might live quite far away from you at a distance, which I was sensing too with the world as well. And for those who are not dealing, I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know how to turn that off, so I'm just trying to silence it. Anyway, for those of you who are dealing with, I just lost my train of thought. Crap. Oh, for those of you who are not dealing with a person, excuse me, the idea of this card being prayer, it's almost like you're seeing angel numbers. If you're seeing 1111 or 333 or 444, again, it's little signs from the universe. This vision, it's something greater. Okay. All right, let's see what we can get here. So your next card is love. Ooh, beautiful. I love this card. It's very cool. And it is a 10, so it does talk about potentially the completion of a cycle. So if there was unfinished business, loose ends with a person, whoever this is, it could be with an Aquarius, doesn't have to be. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You had double Libra energy here. Yeah, there may be sort of a closing out. And again, it could be this tower's coming down because it needs your attention. Something needs to be rebuilt or dealt with or finally put to rest, right? We think of Scorpio as the death card. Again, so if you're not seeking reconciliation in terms of like romantic partnership, that's fine, but it may be completion of having settled feelings and emotions after a great deal of time where maybe you didn't. There was still a lot of like unsaid things or conversations that needed to be had. And that makes sense. We Mercury in retrograde, that's when things from the past come back. And actually, I think 5 planets right now are in retrograde, which is pretty insane. I'm so sorry, you guys. More moon energy, could be dealing with a Pisces. Oh, wow. And as I said that, you just got the moon card. That is insane. And ironically, the person blowing up my phone here is a Pisces. Shh, be quiet. So I'm just going to take that as a triple or quadruple with this moon here, that some of you may have a Pisces coming into your life. You may have a mother or a father who's a Pisces. But this Pisces is also a very psychic and intuitive sign. So again, these messages you're receiving, read into them. Don't just kind of like brush it aside as, oh, coincidence. It's not. There's something important here, and it may be messages that are being sent to you from ancestors or someone who is kind of protecting you or trying to guide you in the right direction for your higher good. There's no energy here that feels malicious. If anything, it's going back to deal, or someone else who maybe regrets how they treated you, to going back to, to at least have a conversation or finish something off properly, if that makes sense. And some of you may be traveling to go see this person. Some of you, this person or this project, this idea that's reaching at you and keeps appearing and popping up, it may require you to travel like overseas to Europe. And you would know if this is your story. But yeah, if there's something that something you feel like is waiting for you, I want to say in like Italy or something like that. That's so random here. But yeah, something about European travel for some of you. That's not going to be for everyone. Your love could be there. And again, you would already know, I'm not predicting that, but maybe, I don't know, maybe one of you had a lover, or again, even a family member move overseas to Europe and there needs to be some sort of meetup. You also have the Hierophant. So again, more of that spirituality, and what a great card, right? It's like this Hierophant, Taurus energy, right? This is you, Taurus. Sorry, I should have said that. It's naturally drawing these beautiful creatures and this light, this wholeness, this good energy. Just to be very clear, that's what you are for this person who maybe did you wrong, or again, it doesn't have to be a person, but if there's something that just wasn't put to rest properly and you're having like mental baggage or emotional baggage regarding it, it's coming into you sort of to like clean the slate, to clear the energy. For a tremendous amount of you, I do think it is a person. Again, strong Pisces energy here. But I do want to say they mean you no harm. It's not, this tower looks really frightening and scary, but I think this is almost the past, if that makes sense. Someone who brought the tower down is coming back to try and rebuild or fix it, or at least make it okay. And yeah, like I just want to say it's coming to you. It's not something that I think you're seeking out. You're getting little hints and clues and messages, and so energetically you might feel like it's coming in. Gratitude. Again, more mother energy, right? She's shown pregnant. It has very Empress vibes, and I feel like there was another card that I was toying with going the Empress route with, but I don't think I did. Maybe that wasn't this one. Anyway, gratitude. Yeah, I think this person is expressing potentially an apology, but at minimum gratitude of what you brought into their life. And again, there's unresolved feelings, potentially more so on their end, because I think they feel like they owe you an apology, or at least to embrace you and tell you, hey, like, you really helped me out, or I should have treated you better, or I'm sorry I acted this way, or it could have been that this person had like some sort of toxic energy, some sort of addictions, and you were kind of caught in the web of it, but it wasn't meant to potentially destroy your life the way it did. It's kind of a very sobering message, but I will say that if this is ringing true for any of you, the person coming back in is doing it in a healthy way. It's not coming back because they're desperate and they need your help again. For most of you, it has to do with them wanting to make things right. And again, for a lot of you, it might be a mother or a sister or a feminine figure. We had Cancerian and Pisces energy, lots of water energy and emotions. Anyway, that's what I got for you, Taurus. I hope that was helpful. I hope whoever needed to hear that did. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!